I finally forced myself to watch the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailers, and I gotta admit, that stuff is looking pretty good. I, like many other people, have been hit with extreme Marvel fatigue this past Phase 4, and by hit with Marvel fatigue, I meant being sucker punched in the face by it, and by sucker punched in the face, I mean it ran over my hopes and dreams with the tractor trailer. I know this isn't the hottest take in the world, but I just haven't been all giddy for the MCU like I want to be, except Wakanda Forever. I was contractually obligated to go see that movie, or Black Twitter would have sent Dr. Umar to my place like an airstrike. But besides that, I just haven't been on my Marvel game. I'm slacking. Simple as that. I'm only like halfway through Moon Knight, an episode into Miss Marvel. I can't remember the full plot of Black Widow or the Multiverse of Madness for the life of me, and I haven't even seen projects like She-Hulk or Werewolf by Night at all. And if you have been keeping track, that's like at least 27 controversies right there. Like I said, I'm slacking here. I only really ended up watching the trailer because it just popped right in front of me, and I didn't have any other excuse as to why I shouldn't watch it. And man, probably the best decision I've made this past couple of weeks. I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually starting to get a bit excited over here. Getting that tingly feeling inside that only a fresh MCU flick can cause. Have not felt this way in a while, especially over an Ant-Man movie. I take that back. The Ant-Man franchise has been nothing but good to me. The definition of a sleeper pick right there. It's also like the one MCU title series that my mom consistently watches, which is kind of random, but also kind of wholesome at the same time. It's just something about seeing a dude running around as an ant, trying to be a good father that really speaks to me for real. I would like to applaud the series for successfully transforming itself and adapting darker tones as more releases come out, which isn't the most common evolution for this company in modern times. It's no joke been the antithesis of what the Thor series has tonally gone through, so I'm just hoping we end up with a better project than whatever we got back in July 2022. Hey, we're getting more Kang in this one. That's quite neat. The character thought by many to be the main villain of these next couple of phases, sort of like an upscaled Thanos. I truly wonder as to why they pushed for him to really be exposed in Ant-Man project of all places. Not to diss Ant-Man in any way, he's my goat, but it just seems like in the grand scale of the MCU, he's treated like a B-list focus at best. To be fair though, I am like 1,000 times more familiar with the DC comics than Marvel, so maybe they have some sort of deep-rooted connection or something, and I'm just talking out of my left cheeks at this point. The premise seems to focus around the team having great debates as to whether or not the Ant Gang should trust his variant of Kang who resides among the quantum realm. It looks like he is asking for Ant-Man's help in exchange for Scott getting the time back he has lost, which could either mean him getting the time back that he actually spent in the quantum realm itself during Endgame, or the potential time he could be losing while being in the realm over the events of this movie, considering that what he mentions felt like 5 hours translated into him losing like 5 years of his life. Now, for as many things that you can actually clown the MCU about, one thing you can never hate on is that they have actually been trying to show the lasting consequences of the snap 5 years and multiple projects later. All in all, Scott is just sick of losing all this precious time and not being able to watch his daughter grow up. How can you not like this guy? But for as much as a Paul Rudd fanboy I am, even trying to cop some of that everlasting youth potion he be taking, let's be real, we're all going to that movie to see that man Kang in action. This movie is fundamentally going to work because of just 2 words. Jonathan Majors. That man has been popping up in everything recently, pulling a 2010 Chadwick Boseman, RIP. For me personally, at least, he's just one of those dudes that is very good at his craft that eventually you just have to cave and look up his name, and then you just look up his discography and say to yourself, oh shoot, he was in that too? He's like the Lakeith Stanfield of the MCU. Majors already killed the role, then ran it for everything in his pockets afterwards. When he was first introduced at the end of Loki Season 1, it's almost a given that he is going to have a different personality, seeing as though it is a different, more dangerous variant, but I'm still confident that he will be a force felt through this multiverse. I mean, just look at bro. I also just realized that the headshot used for Majors kind of makes him look like a 2012 Swagapino variant. I think this is the first step into building off that foundation provided by Phase 4, which admittedly isn't the greatest starting point in the world, but just based off of trailers alone, we are seemingly getting quite a few status quo changes, which is always a fun thing to include. You got some further potential world building, with this giving heavier references to Celestials and Celestial technology, and Kang seemingly using the 10 rings seen and used in Shang-Chi. This could mean further explanation over whatever just happened in that after credits scene between Shang-Chi, Bruce Banner, Wong, and Captain Marvel. We also get some introductions to MCU newcomers, as we see MODOK finally making his long-awaited appearance, a character that's most notable in my mind for being in the Superhero Squad show, and that's about it. I heard a while back that he was supposed to get his own show though. Whatever happened to that? Oh. That's disappointing. I think I have a solid guess as to what will happen at the end of this movie, but I do have a past and bad takes, so don't hold me too harshly to any of it.
So there you go, Marvel. Me and my illustrious fan base give you our blessing and trust that you will make a solid Eternals movie. Yeah. No, please. No applause needed. The pleasure's all mine.
If you genuinely do believe that speculations will ruin your Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania experience, skip to this timestamp for the rest of this video. For those still sticking around, be fair warned, but it's probably wraps for poor Scott. As much as it pains me to say it, bro ain't making it out the quantum realm. I know Rudd has reported on multiple occasions about loving to play the role, but the setup is just too good to pass up. Having Scott Lang do some more impossible Ant-Man stuff to take out Kang, however sacrificing himself in the process, having a nice moment of accepting the time spent with his daughter, even if it has been sparse, reflecting on what seemingly is the major character arc in this movie, and just when the day seems to have been saved by the efforts of our fallen hero, we reveal that oops, that was just another one of the variants. Now they gotta face someone much more devious with the rest of the Avengers. It's becoming more and more likely this may happen, especially with Rudd allegedly not even having the green light for when his next appearance may be, and with Cassie Lang almost everything but confirmed to be Stinger in this next movie, building that piece for the hinted Young Avengers projects. It's just too many bug-themed heroes to have around in this universe. Or maybe Ant-Man survives and T-poses on Kang's corpse, and I'm just a dumb YouTuber, I don't know. Again, I'm just feeling a certain type of way about this project that I haven't felt in a while for the MCU. It's almost making me want to get up and watch some of the old MCU projects I missed. I said almost. I think I speak for everyone when I say we will be attending to see Jonathan Majors. I mean Paul Rudd. I mean Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. You know what I won't be attending though? Alright, won't is a strong word. How about the project I will support in silence, because absolutely no one is talking about this movie. I'm talking about Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I'm sure they have those 3 fans that actually care, but for the most part, I haven't heard a lot about this release. They were like confirmed, then delayed, then delayed again. Now they're releasing in March of this year, and I haven't heard a peep personally. It's pretty unfortunate considering that this movie was decently received when it first got out there. I mean, hey, I enjoyed it myself. Now, I'm not going to say that Shazam 2 is gonna flop or anything, but it wouldn't be the most outrageous take in the world. It sucks that the top 2 influences of this movie's success will have nothing to do with the series' quality for the most part. On one side of the FU coin, you got the big new DC execs that are looking to tear everything down, meaning that Shazam may end up on the reboot pile soon. So what's the point of investing into this probably incomplete story now? On the other side of the FU coin, you just see one face in particular.
Oh my god, bro. Hell no, man. What the man? Get your song, man.
Black Adam pretty much screwed any overarching hype this Shazam series had of finally getting that live action battle between those 2 powerhouses. I got homies that are boycotting this movie just off of association, like it's Hogwarts Legacy or something. I know this isn't about Ant-Man, I just wanted to get that off my chest, because those projects didn't deserve a full video. If you guys made it this far, I would ask if you guys please like and subscribe to the channel. It only takes 2 seconds, but it would mean the world to me. Peace.